Economic growth is one of the best ways to get out of any debt and deficit issues that you may have. I think also one of the underreported stories is what the president has been pointing out, that by negotiating better trade deals, that helps American manufacturers and American factories, and that helps the American worker. And what we learned today also is the trade deficit, because, as the president pointed out, we have been ripped off by the world, even by our so-called allies, has dropped by more than 50 billion. And I'm a free trader, but I believe in fair trade. And there's nothing wrong with negotiating better trade deals. But if you don't ask, you're not going to get a better trade deal. If you don't pressure, you're not going to get a better trade deal. And yeah, sometimes that means pressuring our allies to have no problem whatsoever in telling us that they want an unfair trade deal that benefits them. I want to take you back a little bit here. Really good catch by Gateway Pundit today, because when you listen, we're 101 days out of what I'm calling the most important midterm elections in our lifetime. And you're going to listen to Democrats, and they're going to use their old phony playbook because it's all they've got. You know, Republicans are racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic. They want dirty air, water. They want to kill your children, and they want grandma to be thrown over the cliff. And putting that aside, we know their agenda this time. There's nothing that they're advocating for to make the country stronger or better economically. Nothing. And their agenda is to impeach the president, but don't say it. Their agenda is eliminate ICE and open borders in America. Their agenda is keep Obamacare. A lot of good that's done, everybody, with, well, so much for the promise of, you know, keep your doctor, keep your plan, save less. Just the opposite happened. They want their crumbs back. This is an amazing thing. They call it crumbs, the tax cuts, but they desperately want that money back because that is the base of their power. And then the last thing, of course, is they want to stop. Let's stop exposing the deep state that tried to steal the presidential election on their behalf. Forget that part. So there's a lot at stake in this election because all progress will stop. You think it's bad now? With the Mueller investigation and everything, and the trial, the Manafort coming up, blah, blah, blah. You think it's nothing compared to what they really do. But you notice this good news on the economy today. We went from the lowest labor participation rate in the 70s. We now have the highest labor participation rate ever. We have record low unemployment in 14 states, record low unemployment for women in the workforce, for Hispanic Americans, African Americans, Asian Americans, and for veterans that are looking for work. Thank God they're getting a good piece of the recovery right now. Well, when you listen to these Democrats and they go out to try and scare you, well, let's go back and take a trip down memory lane. You know, remember, Obama said these jobs weren't coming back. It's such a remarkable achievement in a short period of time that it's bad news for the Democrats in search of their power. But just before the election, CNN Money was telling you Trump promises 4% growth. Economists say no way. LA Times, if Trump thinks he can get more than 3% economic growth, he's dreaming. Wall Street Journal, Trump's 3% growth target looks out of reach. The Hill, Trump's growth projections leave economists in disbelief. New York Times, Nobel Prize-winning economist Paul Krugman, Trump's election means we're probably looking at a global recession with no end in sight. And Obama tweeting, what magic wand does Trump have to revive the economy? Usually the answer is he doesn't have an answer. Mark Cuban even said, in the event Donald Trump wins, I have no doubt in my mind the market tanks. You want to put those people back in charge? Let's see, we had 13 million more Americans on food stamps, 8 million more in poverty, lowest labor participation rate in 40, 50 years, worst recovery since the 40s, 51-year low in home ownership. Now we've got a recovery that's real, that's impacting. Manufacturing jobs are coming back. Anyway, we'll get into more of this as we continue and how it impacts 2018. 101 days away, this is important. Now, if you're like me and you have a little insomnia and you want to sleep more and you want to sleep better and you want to fall asleep faster, I've got the antidote. It is Mike Lindell's MyPillow, and it works, and I love it. And it's the most comfortable pillow I've ever used. And I fall asleep faster and I stay asleep longer, and you can too. You can get your own MyPillow at MyPillow.com. Mike has a toll-free number. It's 800-919-6090. Just use the promo code Hannity. One of Mike's best offers, and that's his 4-pack, his special 4-pack.